You matter. Your health matters. Your peace matters. Your happiness matters. Your dreams matter. Your rest matters. You are not less important than everyone else in your life. You are not the supporting character in your own story. You are the main character, and it is time you started acting like it. Society has programmed you, especially if you are a woman, especially if you are a parent, especially if you are a caregiver, to believe that your value comes from how much you sacrifice. How much can you endure? How much can you give up? How little you can require for yourself. That is a setup for failure. That is a setup for burnout. That is a setup for a life half lived. When you say that you matter too, some people are going to have a problem with that. They are going to try to make you feel guilty. They are going to weaponize words like selfish, self-centered, and self-absorbed. Do not fall for it. Those are the people who have been benefiting from you not knowing your worth. Those are the people who liked you better when you did not have boundaries. Those are the people who are upset that the gravy train is coming to an end. Essential means necessary. Essential means required. Essential means you cannot function properly without it. Your self-care is essential, not optional, not a luxury, not something you do if you have extra time and energy. It is as essential as breathing, as eating, as sleeping. And you need to start treating it that way. Think about what happens when you do not take care of yourself. You get sick. You get depressed. You get anxious. You get overwhelmed. You make bad decisions. You lash out at people. You become ineffective in every area of your life. So tell me, how is that helping anybody? How is running yourself into the ground serving the people you love? It is not. It is actually hurting them because they need you healthy, whole, and present, not burnout and barely hanging on. Here is what taking care of yourself actually looks like. It means going to the doctor when you need to. It means taking that mental health day. It means saying no to that extra project at work. It means hiring help if you can afford it. It means asking for support. It means doing things that bring you joy, not just productive things. It means protecting your energy like the valuable resource it is. Because you matter too, and it is time you started living like you believe that. Let me tell you something that is going to shake you up. Nobody is coming to save you. I need you to get that fantasy out of your head right now. Your breakthrough is not in somebody else's hands, it is in yours. You have been waiting for permission to bet on yourself, and I am here to tell you the wait is over. You have been waiting for someone to tell you it is okay. You have been waiting for the perfect moment. You have been waiting for circumstances to change. You have been waiting for everyone else to be settled and comfortable before you make a move. And while you have been waiting, your life has been passing you by. Your dreams have been sitting on the shelf collecting dust. Your potential has been locked up in a cage that you are holding the key to. Permission is a trap. It is a way of giving your power away. When you wait for permission, you are saying that someone else's approval is more important than your own knowing. You are saying that someone else gets to decide what you do with your one precious life. And I am here to tell you that it is a game you will never win, because there will always be someone who does not approve, someone who thinks you should wait longer, someone who thinks you are not ready. You know who needs to permit you? You. That is it. Not your mama, not your spouse, not your friends, not your coworkers. You. And the beautiful thing about permitting yourself is that you can do it right now. You do not have to wait for the stars to align. You do not have to wait for conditions to be perfect. You can decide right now, in this moment, that you are done waiting and you are ready to start living. What are you waiting for? For someone to believe in you? Believe in yourself. For someone to invest in you? Invest in yourself. For someone to encourage you? Encourage yourself. For someone to give you a chance? Give yourself a chance. You have been looking for external validation for an internal decision, and that is why you are stuck. Think about all the time you have wasted waiting. All the opportunities you have missed because you were waiting for a sign, waiting for approval, waiting for permission. How much longer are you going to wait? Another year? 5 years? 10 years. What if I told you that in 5 years you were going to wish you had started today? Because that is the truth. Future you is begging present you to stop waiting and start moving. The permission you are waiting for is never going to come in the way you think it will. There is not going to be a magical moment where everyone in your life says, go ahead, chase your dreams. We support you completely. That is a fairy tale. Real life is messy. Real life is starting before you feel ready. Real life is permitting yourself even when nobody else understands. Real life is betting on yourself when the odds are not in your favor. So right now, I am telling you, permit yourself. Permission to want more. Permission to try something new. Permission to fail. Permission to succeed. Permission to change your mind. Permission to disappoint people. Permission to put yourself first. You do not need anyone else's signature on your life. You are the author, the main character, and the decision maker. Start acting like it. You want to know what has been holding you back. Fear of what people are going to say. Fear of being judged. Fear of failing. Fear of succeeding. Yeah, I said it. Some of you are afraid of what happens if you actually win. Because winning means change, and change is uncomfortable. Let's talk about this prison you are living in. The walls are made of what people might think. The bars are made of what people might say. The lock is made of your fear of being judged. And you have been sitting in this prison cell, convincing yourself that you are stuck, that you have no choice, that this is just the way it has to be. But the whole time, the key has been in your pocket. The door has been unlocked. You are not trapped, you are scared. Judgment is going to come whether you play big or play small. Let me say that again. People are going to judge you no matter what you do. If you stay small, they will judge you for wasting your potential. If you go big, they will judge you for being too ambitious. If you stay in that bad situation, they will judge you for not leaving. If you leave, they will judge you for giving up. You cannot win the judgment game, so you might as well stop playing it. Here is what I have learned. The people who judge you the most are usually doing the least. They are sitting on the sidelines of their own lives, critiquing people who are actually in the arena. They are not building anything. They are not risking anything. They are not creating anything. They are just watching and criticizing, and you are over here giving their opinions power over your life. Make it make sense. Most of the time, the judgment you are afraid of is not even real. It is in your head. You are writing scripts for people, imagining what they are going to say, how they are going to react, what they are going to think. And then you are making decisions based on these imaginary conversations. You are letting fictitious judgment hold you back from real opportunities. That is wild when you really think about it. And even when the judgment is real, even when people actually do have something to say, why does that matter more than what you want for your life? Why does their comfort matter more than your growth? Why does their opinion matter more than your peace? They are not living your life. They are not paying your bills. They are not lying awake at night with your regrets. So why are you giving them executive decision-making power? The fear of judgment keeps you playing small. It keeps you quiet when you should speak up. It keeps you stuck when you should move. It keeps you settling when you should be reaching. And for what? For the approval of people who, let us be honest, are probably not even thinking about you as much as you think they are. Most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to spend that much energy judging yours. You have the key. You have always had the key. The question is, are you going to use it? Are you going to unlock that door and walk out of that prison cell? Or are you going to spend the rest of your life locked up by the fear of what people might think? Because I can tell you right now, the only opinion that should matter is yours. You are the one who has to live with your choices. You are the one who has to look in the mirror every day. So stop letting other people's potential judgment steal your actual life. This is a hard truth, but you need to hear it. Not everyone in your life wants you to grow. Some people are comfortable with who you were. They liked the version of you that did not have boundaries. They liked the version of you that said yes to everything. They liked the version of you that was available 24/7. They liked the version of you that did not require anything for yourself. Your growth is inconvenient for them because it means they cannot use you the way they used to. Pay attention to who gets upset when you start setting boundaries. Pay attention to who has a problem when you start saying no. Pay attention to who calls you selfish when you start prioritizing yourself. Pay attention to who distances themselves when you start leveling up. Those reactions are not about you, they are about them. They are revealing that they were in a relationship with what you could do for them, not who you actually are. Some people were only in your life for a season, and that season is over. Just because someone was there for a chapter does not mean they get to be in the whole book. Just because someone was important to you at one point does not mean they get a lifetime pass to drain you. Growth requires pruning. You cannot take everyone with you to the next level. Some people are not built for where you are going, and that is okay. When you were stuck, you attracted other stuck people. When you were settling, you attracted other settlers. When you were playing small, you attracted other people who were playing small. But now you are growing, you are expanding, you are reaching for more. And that makes some people uncomfortable because your growth is a mirror showing them their own stagnation. Your movement is highlighting their stillness. Your courage is exposing their fear. Do not shrink yourself to make other people comfortable. Do not dim your light because it makes someone else feel bad about their darkness. Do not slow down your growth because someone else is not growing at the same pace. This is your life, your journey, your path. You are not responsible for managing other people's insecurities about your progress. Here is the truth. The right people will celebrate your growth. The right people will encourage your boundaries. The right people will support your evolution. The right people will not be threatened by your success. They will be inspired by it. And when you start choosing yourself first, you create space for the right people to come into your life. But you have got to release the wrong people first. Your growth is not a betrayal. Your boundaries are not an attack. Your evolution is not a rejection. It is simply you becoming who you always meant to be. And if people cannot celebrate that, if people cannot support that, if people cannot respect that, then they have shown you exactly who they are and what they were really in it for. Believe them. Let them go. Keep growing. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. Think about it like this. If you had a dog and every time that dog jumped on you, you petted it and gave it attention, what would the dog learn? That jumping on you gets rewarded. That jumping on you is acceptable. That jumping on you is what it should keep doing. You would have trained that dog to jump on you. The same thing happens with people. What you tolerate, you teach. What you allow, you encourage. What you accept, you endorse. Every boundary you do not set is a lesson you are teaching. You are teaching people that your time is not valuable. You are teaching people that your no does not really mean no. You are teaching people that if they push hard enough, you will cave. You are teaching people that your needs come last. You are teaching people that disrespecting you has no consequences. And then you wonder why people keep disrespecting you. You have been the author of your own mistreatment, not because you deserve it, but because you have not required anything different. You have accepted crumbs and acted like it was a meal. You have accepted being an option and acted like you were a priority. You have accepted the bare minimum and acted like it was enough. And every time you did that, you sent a message about what is acceptable when it comes to you. Stop accepting things you do not want in the hopes that people will change. They will not change because they do not have to. You have already shown them that there are no consequences for treating you poorly. You have already shown them that they can do the bare minimum and still keep you around. You have already shown them that your standards are negotiable. Why would they change when you keep accepting what they are giving? If you want people to treat you differently, you have to require something different. You have to set standards and actually enforce them. You have to say no and mean it. You have to walk away from what does not serve you. You have to stop making exceptions for people who would not make exceptions for you. You have to stop accepting disrespect in the name of being understanding, patient, or kind. Setting a new standard is uncomfortable because people are going to resist it. They are going to test you. They are going to push back. They are going to try to guilt you into going back to the old way. But you have to stand firm. You have to hold the line. You have to show them through your actions that you mean what you say, that your boundaries are real, that you are no longer available for mistreatment. The beautiful thing about teaching people how to treat you is that it works both ways. When you start requiring respect, you get respect. When you start valuing your time, others value it too. When you start setting boundaries, people learn to honor them. When you start choosing yourself, you attract people who will choose you too. But it starts with you. It starts with you deciding what you will and will not tolerate. It starts with you teaching a new lesson. Boundaries are not walls. They are bridges to healthier relationships. Let me explain this because people get it twisted. A boundary is not about shutting people out. It is not about being harsh or unkind. It is not about building walls so high that nobody can get in. A boundary is about creating a healthy space where relationships can actually thrive. It is about communicating what works for you and what does not. It is about protecting your peace while still being open to connection. A wall says nobody gets in ever. A boundary says you can come in, but here are the rules of engagement. A wall is rigid and permanent. A boundary is clear but has a door. A wall is built from fear and pain. A boundary is built from self-respect and wisdom. You do not need walls, you need boundaries. You do not need to shut everyone out. You need to be clear about what you will and will not accept. When you set healthy boundaries, you actually improve your relationships because you are not operating from resentment anymore. You are not saying yes when you mean no and then being angry about it later. You are not overextending yourself and then blaming other people for asking. You are being honest about your capacity, your limits, and your needs. And that honesty creates a foundation for real, authentic connection. People respect boundaries when they are clear and consistent. The problem is that most people do not set clear boundaries. They hint. They suggest. They hope people will just figure it out. And then they get mad when people cross lines they never clearly drew. You cannot be upset with someone for crossing a boundary they did not know existed. You have to communicate. You have to be clear. You have to say this works for me and this does not. Boundaries also mean that you can love people and still protect yourself from them. You can care about someone and still keep them at a distance. You can want the best for someone and still not allow them access to you. Love does not mean unlimited access. Love does not mean tolerating mistreatment. Love does not mean sacrificing yourself. You can love someone from across the street if being next door is toxic. Some relationships are healthier with space. Some family members you can love, but only handle in small doses. Some friends you can care about, but not confide in. Some people you can be cordial with, but not close to. And that is okay. That is not being fake. That is being wise. That is recognizing that not everyone gets the same level of access to you, and that is a healthy, normal part of life. When you set boundaries, you create space for the right people to come closer. The people who respect you will respect your boundaries. The people who are good for you will appreciate your clarity. The people who truly love you will not want you to compromise your peace for their comfort. Boundaries do not push the right people away. They filter out the wrong people. They are a bridge to healthier, more authentic, more sustainable relationships. I want you to understand something powerful. Your dreams are not too big. Your goals are not unrealistic. That vision you have for your life, that is not random. That was planted in you for a reason. But here is the catch. It will not come to pass if you keep putting it on the back burner for everyone else's agenda. Your dreams require your attention, your energy, and your commitment, not what is left over. You have been treating your dreams like a hobby. like something you will get to when you have time, like something nice to think about, but not important enough to actually pursue, like something that can wait while you handle everyone else's priorities. And let me tell you, that is exactly how dreams die. They do not die from one big rejection. They die from 1,000 small postponements. Every time you say, I will start next year, your dream gets dimmer. Every time you say, I do not have time right now, your dream gets quieter. Every time you say, maybe someday, your dream gets further away. And before you know it, you have spent 10, 20, 30 years saying someday, and someday never came. You wake up one morning and realize that you let your life happen to you instead of making your life happen for you. Your dreams require resources, time, energy, money, focus, attention. And right now you are giving all of those resources to everything except your dreams. You are spending your best energy on your job. Your best time is on everyone else's needs. Your best focus is on problems that are not even yours. And then you wonder why your dreams are not manifesting. They are not manifesting because you are not prioritizing them. What if you gave your dreams the same energy you give your job? What if you protected time for your dreams the same way you protect time for everyone else? What if you invested in your dreams the same way you invest in everything else? What if you treated your vision with the same urgency you treat everyone else's emergencies? Everything would change, your whole life would shift. You cannot build a dream on leftovers. You cannot create something significant with the scraps of energy you have at the end of the day. You cannot manifest a vision by working on it, only when everything else is done. Because everything else is never done. There will always be something else. There will always be another demand, another crisis, another person who needs something. If you wait for the perfect time, you will be waiting forever. Your dreams are no less important than your responsibilities. They are part of your responsibilities. You are responsible for the gifts inside of you. You are responsible for the vision that was given to you. You are responsible for becoming who you were created to be. And when you neglect that responsibility, when you keep putting it off, when you keep saying it can wait, you are not just hurting yourself. You are hurting everyone who is supposed to benefit from your gift. So stop giving your dreams the leftovers. Stop squeezing them into the margins of your life. Stop treating them like they are optional. Make them a priority. Schedule time for them. Invest resources in them. Protect space for them. Give them your best, not your leftovers. Because your dreams are the blueprint for your destiny, and they deserve your full attention. You have been running on fumes, trying to be everything to everybody, working that job you hate, staying in a relationship that drains you, hanging around people who do not celebrate you, all because you are afraid of disappointing others. But baby, what about you? When do you get to stop being disappointed? Stop setting yourself on fire to keep other people warm. This metaphor is perfect because it shows exactly what you have been doing. You have been burning yourself up, destroying yourself, and damaging yourself, all to provide comfort for other people. And the crazy part is, they are over there warm and comfortable while you are over here in ashes. They are not even noticing the sacrifice you are making. They are not even appreciating it. They just expect it. They have become accustomed to you setting yourself on fire for them. And here is the thing, they will let you burn. They will watch you destroy yourself and not say a word because it benefits them. They will take and take and take until there is nothing left of you. And then you know what they will do. They will move on to the next person who is willing to set themselves on fire. Because people who are used to taking rarely stop taking on their own. You have to stop giving. You think you are being noble. You think you are being selfless. You think you are being loving. But what you are actually doing is enabling. You are enabling people to be takers. You are enabling people to be selfish. You are enabling people not to have to consider your needs because you are not considering them either. You are teaching people that you're well. Being does not matter. That you are just a resource to be used. Look at your life right now. Really look at it. How much of what you are doing is because you want to do it versus because you are afraid of what will happen if you do not? How many situations are you in out of obligation rather than desire? How many relationships are you maintaining out of guilt rather than genuine connection? How much of your life is actually yours? You have been living for everyone else's approval, everyone else's comfort, everyone else's expectations. You have molded yourself into what they need, what they want, what they expect. You have shrunk yourself, silenced yourself, sacrificed yourself. And for what? They are still not satisfied. There's always something more they need. There's always something else you are not doing right. There is always another way you are disappointing them. Meanwhile, you are disappointing yourself every single day. You are breaking promises to yourself. You are ignoring your own needs. You are betraying your own dreams. You are abandoning your own desires. You look in the mirror and you do not even recognize yourself anymore because you have spent so long being what everyone else needs that you forgot who you actually are. It is time to put the fire out. It is time to stop burning yourself for other people. It is time to step back and say, I matter too. My comfort matters. My warmth matters. My needs matter. And I am no longer available to destroy myself so that you can be comfortable. That is not loyalty. That is not family. That is self-destruction, and it ends today. The best gift you can give your loved ones is a healthy, whole you. Think about what you are giving people. You are giving them a stressed out version of you, an exhausted version of you, a resentful version of you, a depleted version of you. Is that really what you want to give the people you love? Is that really the best you have to offer? No. But it is all you have left because you have not taken care of yourself. Your kids do not need a martyr, they need a model. They do not need you to sacrifice everything. They need you to show them what a healthy, balanced, purposeful life looks like. When you run yourself into the ground, you are teaching them that is what they should do too. When you ignore your needs, you are teaching them that their needs do not matter. When you stay in situations that hurt you, you are teaching them to tolerate pain. Is that really what you want to teach them? Your partner does not need you to be a doormat. They need you to be a partner. They need you to show up as a whole person with your own interests, your own goals, your own identity. When you lose yourself in the relationship, there is no relationship. There is just one person and one shadow. That is not healthy. That is not sustainable. That is not what real love looks like. Your friends do not need you to be available every second of every day. They need you to have boundaries so the relationship does not become one-sided and draining. Real friends want you to be happy. Real friends want you to be healthy. Real friends want you to have a full life. If someone is upset that you are not available to them 24/7, that is not a friend, that is an energy vampire. When you are healthy and whole, you give from a completely different place. You give from overflow instead of obligation. You give from love instead of fear. You give from abundance instead of depletion. And what you give is better. It is more authentic. It is more sustainable. It is more valuable. A healthy you is more valuable to the people in your life than a martyred you. You think you are helping by sacrificing yourself, but you are actually hurting everyone involved. You are hurting yourself by depleting your resources. You are hurting your loved ones by modeling dysfunction. You are hurting your relationships by building them on obligation instead of authentic connection. Nobody wins when you are running on empty. Everybody wins when you are whole, so invest in yourself. Go to therapy, take that class, start that business, pursue that dream, take care of your health, develop your gifts, do things that bring you joy, not because you are selfish, but because you understand that a healthy you benefits everyone around you. You cannot pour from an empty cup, so fill your cup. Be whole, be healthy, be happy. That is the greatest gift you can give. Comfort zones are where dreams go to die. Choose growth over comfort. Your comfort zone feels safe because it is familiar. You know what to expect. You know the rules. You know how to navigate it. Even if it is not good for you, even if it is limiting you, Even if it is slowly killing your dreams, it is comfortable. And humans are wired to choose comfort over growth. We are wired to stay in what we know, even when what we know is hurting us. But here's the problem. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. No dreams are realized in the comfort zone. No potential is maximized in the comfort zone. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die a slow, quiet death. It is where potential goes to waste. It is where the person you were meant to become never shows up, because the person you have always been is too comfortable to change. Every successful person you admire got uncomfortable. Every person living their dream had to leave their comfort zone. Every person who made a significant change in their life had to do something scary. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. You have to choose one or the other. And most people choose comfort, which is why most people live lives of quiet desperation. What is your comfort zone costing you? Is it costing you your dream career because you are too comfortable in the job you hate? Is it costing you a healthy relationship because you are too comfortable in the dysfunctional one? Is it costing you your health because you are too comfortable in your current habits? Is it costing you your potential because you are too comfortable playing small? Add it up. What is comfort really costing you? Discomfort is temporary, but regret is forever. The discomfort of making a change lasts for a season. The discomfort of having a hard conversation lasts for a moment. The discomfort of starting something new lasts until it becomes familiar. But the regret of not doing it, that lasts a lifetime. That follows you around. That wakes you up at 3 a.m. when you are 70 years old, wondering what if. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You have to reframe discomfort as a sign that you are growing. When you feel scared, that means you are doing something that matters. When you feel uncertain, that means you are stepping into new territory. When you feel uncomfortable, that means you are expanding beyond your current limits. Those feelings are not stop signs, they are green lights. Choose growth. Choose the scary thing. Choose the uncertain path. Choose the dream that requires you to become someone you have never been. Choose the life that is waiting for you outside of your comfort zone. Because I promise you, on the other side of that discomfort is everything you have been dreaming about. But you will never know unless you are willing to get uncomfortable. You have got one life, not two, not three, one. And you are living it like you have got a spare in the closet. You are playing small, playing safe, playing the background. Meanwhile, time is ticking. Your life is happening right now. Not when the kids grow up, not when you retire, not when everything is perfect. Now, you've been living like this is a practice run. Like this is the dress rehearsal and the real show is coming later. But this is it. This is the show. This is your life. This moment right here is your life. And you are wasting it waiting for some future moment when everything is perfect and you are ready and the time is right. That moment does not exist. How many years have you been saying next year? How many years have you been saying when things calm down? How many years have you been saying when I have more time, more money, more support? And here you are, years later, still saying the same thing. Still waiting, still preparing, still living in rehearsal mode while your actual life is passing you by? Time does not stop and wait for you to get ready. Time does not care about your excuses. Time does not pause while you figure it out. Time keeps moving, and every day you spend waiting is a day you will never get back. You cannot get this time back. You cannot rewind. You cannot undo. This is it. Right now, today's moment. Stop waiting for your life to start. It already started. It started the day you were born, and it is happening right now, whether you are participating in it or not. The question is, are you going to be an active participant in your life, or are you going to keep sitting in the audience watching it happen? Are you going to direct your life, or are you going to let life direct you? You have been putting everything off. I will travel when I retire. I will pursue my passion when I have more time. I will take care of my health when things slow down. I will go after my dreams when the kids are grown. I will start living when. And meanwhile, life is happening. Your kids are growing up. Your body is aging, opportunities are passing, time is ticking. What if you do not make it to retirement? What if things never slow down? What if there is never enough time? What if this is it? What if right now is all you have? Because truthfully, right now is all you have. You are not promised tomorrow. You are not promised next year. You are not promised perfect conditions. All you have is right now, this moment, today. So stop living in rehearsal. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfect. Stop waiting for ready. Start now. Start messy. Start scared. Start imperfect. Start today. Because this is not a practice life. This is your actual life. And it is time you started living it like it matters, because it does. I know you have got responsibilities. I know you have got people depending on you. But you know what? You are depending on yourself too. And you keep letting yourself down. You keep breaking promises to yourself. You keep saying next year or someday or when things calm down. Things are not going to calm down. You have got to make it happen. Stop breaking promises to yourself. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for everything. Every time you tell yourself you are going to do something and then you do not do it, you break trust with yourself. Every time you set a goal and then you do not follow through, you teach yourself that your word does not mean anything. Every time you make a promise to yourself and then you break it, you damage the most important relationship you have, the one with yourself. Think about how you would feel if someone else constantly broke promises to you. If they said they would show up and they did not, if they said they would do something and they never did it, if they constantly let you down, you would stop trusting them. You would stop believing them. You would stop investing in that relationship. That is exactly what you are doing to yourself. You have made yourself so many promises. You promised yourself you would start eating better, but you did not. You promised yourself you would go back to school, but you did not. You promised yourself you would leave that toxic situation, but you did not. You promised yourself you would start that business, but you did not. And now you do not even believe yourself anymore. When you set a goal, there's a voice in your head that says, yeah, right, you are not going to do that either. Your relationship with yourself is the foundation for every other relationship in your life. If you do not trust yourself, why would anyone else trust you? If you do not keep your word to yourself, why would you keep your word to others? If you do not honor yourself, why would you honor others? Everything starts with you and how you treat yourself. When you start keeping promises to yourself, everything changes. Your confidence grows because you know you can count on yourself. Your self-respect grows because you are honoring yourself. Your whole life shifts because you are finally being someone who does what they say they are going to do. You become reliable to yourself, and that is a game changer. Start small. Make one promise to yourself today and keep it, just one. Maybe it is, I am going to drink 8 glasses of water today. Maybe it is, I am going to go for a 20-minute walk. Maybe it is, I am going to spend 30 minutes working on my dream. Just one promise. And then keep it. And tomorrow do it again. Start rebuilding trust with yourself one kept promise at a time. The relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship, every opportunity, every dream, every goal. When you trust yourself, when you honor yourself, when you keep your word to yourself, you show up differently in every area of your life. You become someone who does what they say, someone who follows through, someone who can be counted on. And it all starts with you keeping promises to yourself. When you level up, you discover who is really in your corner. Leveling up is a revealer. It reveals who was really with you and who was just with you for what you could do for them. It reveals who celebrates you and who just tolerates you. It reveals who wants to see you win and who secretly preferred you stuck. It reveals who is really your friend and who is just an acquaintance benefiting from your lack of boundaries. Some people are only in your life because you were accessible and useful. They were not there because they valued you as a person. They were there because you were available to meet their needs. You were there when they called. You said yes to their requests. you showed up for them. And the moment you start having boundaries, the moment you start being less available, the moment you start prioritizing yourself, they disappear. That tells you everything you need to know. It hurts when you realize someone was not really for you. It hurts when people you thought were friends reveal themselves to be opportunists. It hurts when family members show you they only value what you can do for them. But that hurt is necessary information. It is clearing out the people who were taking up space that belongs to people who will actually value you. Your real support system will celebrate your growth. They will cheer when you set boundaries. They will encourage you to prioritize yourself. They will not be threatened by your success. They will be proud of it. They will not resent your progress. They will be inspired by it. They will not make you feel guilty for choosing yourself. They will support you in it. The people get upset when you level up were never really in your corner. They were in your way. They were weighing you down. They were benefiting from you staying small. Your growth is inconvenient for them because it means they cannot use you anymore. And when they cannot use you, they have no use for you. Let them go. That space they are leaving is making room for your real tribe. Leveling up is lonely sometimes because not everyone can go where you are going. Some people do not have the maturity. Some people do not have the mindset. Some people do not have the work ethic. Some people do not have the vision. And that is okay. That is not a judgment on them. It is just a recognition that everyone has their own journey and not all journeys run parallel. You will find your people. When you level up, you rise to a new frequency and you start attracting people who operate on that frequency. You start meeting people who challenge you, inspire you, support you, and celebrate you. You start building real relationships based on mutual respect and genuine connection. But sometimes you have to release the old to make room for the new. When you level up, you discover who was really in your corner. And you make peace with the fact that not everyone was meant to go the distance with you. You have been standing at the edge for so long, looking at the life you want, imagining what it would be like, dreaming about how it would feel. But you have not taken the step. You have not made the decision. You have been waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect level of confidence. And while you have been waiting, that life has been waiting too. One decision changes everything. One decision to choose yourself. One decision to set a boundary. One decision to walk away from what is hurting you. One decision to invest in yourself. One decision to pursue your dream. One decision to stop waiting and start living. That is all it takes. Not 10 decisions, not 100 decisions, one decision, and then the commitment to honor that decision every day. The life you want is not as far away as you think. You think you need to completely overhaul everything. You think you need some massive, dramatic change. But really, you just need to start choosing yourself. You need to start making decisions based on what is best for you instead of what makes everyone else comfortable. You need to start honoring your needs, your dreams, your vision. That is it. That is the shift. Everything shifts when you shift. When you start choosing yourself, opportunities start appearing. Doors start opening. People start showing up. Resources start becoming available. Not because of magic, but because you are finally operating in alignment with your purpose instead of in opposition to it. You are finally saying yes to yourself instead of no. And the universe responds to that. Peace is on the other side. Real peace. Not the fake peace you have been settling for, where you are just numb to the chaos. Real peace where you are actually content, where you actually feel good, where you are not carrying stress, resentment, and anxiety everywhere you go. Where can you breathe? Where can you rest? Where you can just be joyous on the other side. Not just happiness that comes and goes based on circumstances. Real joy that comes from knowing you are living your life on your terms. That comes from knowing you are honoring yourself. That comes from knowing you are becoming who you were meant to be. That comes from alignment. That comes from authenticity. That comes from choosing yourself. Purpose is on the other side, that thing you have been searching for. that thing you have been asking about. What is my purpose? Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? You will find it when you start choosing yourself. Because your purpose is connected to you being you, fully you, authentically you, and you cannot be fully you when you are too busy being what everyone else needs you to be. Choose yourself and watch your purpose unfold. I need you to get rid of the guilt. That guilt you feel for wanting more, for needing space, for having dreams that do not include everyone else. That guilt is a trap. It is a tool that has been used to keep you small. Your ambition is not a character flaw. Your needs are not burdens. Your dreams are not frivolous. Your needs, dreams, and desires are valid, no justification required. You do not need to defend yourself. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to justify yourself. Your needs are valid simply because they are yours. Your dreams are valid simply because you have them. Your desires are valid simply because you feel them, period. No explanation needed, no justification required, no defense necessary. Society has conditioned you, especially if you are a woman, especially if you are a person of color, especially if you come from struggle, to believe that wanting more is greedy, that having needs is selfish, that dreaming big is unrealistic, that taking up space is arrogant. All of that is programming designed to keep you small, quiet, and manageable. It is time to reject that programming. Your ambition is a strength, not a flaw. Your drive is a gift, not a problem. Your desire for more is healthy, not greedy. There is nothing wrong with wanting a better life. There is nothing wrong with having goals. There is nothing wrong with dreaming big. There is nothing wrong with wanting to reach your full potential. Anyone who tells you otherwise is threatened by what you could become. The guilt you feel is not even yours. It was given to you. It was taught to you. It was programmed into you by people who benefited from you feeling guilty about prioritizing yourself. Because as long as you feel guilty, you will stay in line. As long as you feel guilty, you will keep sacrificing yourself. As long as you feel guilty, you will keep choosing everyone else over yourself. The guilt is a control mechanism, and it is time to let it go. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Wanting more does not make you ungrateful. Having boundaries does not make you mean. Choosing yourself does not make you selfish. Taking care of your needs does not make you high maintenance. Pursuing your dreams does not make you neglectful. You are allowed to want more and still be grateful. You are allowed to have boundaries and still be kind. You are allowed to choose yourself and still care about others. Stop shrinking your dreams to make other people comfortable. Stop downplaying your needs so others do not feel burdened. Stop apologizing for wanting more. Stop feeling guilty for taking up space. You have every right to dream big. You have every right to want more. You have every right to pursue what lights you up. And you do not owe anyone an explanation. Your needs, dreams, and desires are valid. Say that to yourself. Write it down. Put it on your mirror. Internalize it. Because until you believe that your needs matter, until you believe that your dreams are worth pursuing, until you believe that you do not need permission or justification, you will keep putting yourself last. And you deserve better than that. This is not about a complete transformation overnight. This is not about blowing up your whole life in one day. This is about making a decision right now, today, in this moment, to choose yourself. One decision, one small step, one act of self-prioritization. That is all I am asking for. Just start. Maybe your one thing today is saying no to something you do not want to do. Maybe it is going for a walk. Maybe it is spending 30 minutes on something you have been putting off. Maybe it is having a conversation you have been avoiding. Maybe it is researching that thing you have been curious about. Maybe it is blocking someone who drains you. Maybe it is scheduling that appointment. Maybe it is investing in that course. It does not have to be big. It just has to be intentional. The momentum builds. One decision leads to another. One step leads to another. One day leads to another. You do not have to see the whole staircase. You just have to take the first step, and then the next one, and then the next one. And before you know it, you have climbed higher than you ever thought possible. But it starts with one step. today. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. You do not need one big dramatic gesture. You need daily decisions. You need daily commitment. You need a daily choice. Choose yourself today. And then wake up tomorrow and choose yourself again. And the next day, choose yourself again. Make it a practice. Make it a habit. Make it a lifestyle. Some days it will be easy. Some days it will be hard. Some days you will take 2 steps forward. Some days you will feel like you took 1 step back. That is okay. That is part of the process. What matters is that you keep choosing. What matters is that you keep going. What matters is that you do not give up on yourself. You have given so much of your life to everyone else. You have spent so many years putting yourself last. You have invested so much time, energy, and resources into everyone else's dreams, needs, and agendas. Now it is your turn. Now it is time to give yourself that same energy. Now it is time to invest in you. Now it is time to put yourself first.